Dear God, if a man really has to die to see your face, then at this point, it's probably worth it. How could a creator so perfect put me through something so worthless like I deserve this? You see, I've read your verses and I've given till it hurts and I sneeze for any blessing and I balance out these curses you owe me. The preacher says you know me, so show me some proof.
Right now.
Some fruit.
Right now.
Some truth.
Right now.
As I see it, you're lying. I'm trying, but it's like every time I put money in, the claw drops. Oops.
Keep tithing.
Dear Jehovah, see, I even know your name. Jehovah Jireh. It's your faithful servant in the valley of the shadow of death with nobody beside him to guide him. Your bastard son longing for a father to belong to, but it feels like it's just me and the enemy. Gethsemane, Lord.
If it's possible.
Let this come past, Father.
If it's possible.
Let this come past. My God! If it's possible, let this come past! It's nevertheless with you.
The fact is, I tried church, and it didn't work. I decided to follow you, and as a payment, you took my grandmother away. Plus you and all your churches are fake. I mean, you got all the members over here talking about my relationship when they should be focused on a relationship with you. And how they talk about my fitted jeans and my fitted caps like Christianity should only have one look. And I bet they never even read your book, man.
I tried church and it didn't work.
I even sowed seeds hoping for trees of prosperity, but I never even saw a leaf. And your scripture says, give, and it shall be given.
And I gave.
And my wallets went from this thick to pressed down without even a single penny running over. Plus, I even tried a couple of months sober. The fact is, I was more hurt in your church, more stressed and blessed. God, if you can't prove yourself true, then why should I even follow you?
Broke is a joke, working at a job I hate. I can't cope, I just want to smoke. I can't cope, I just want to smoke. I can't cope, I just want to smoke. This is all on Jay. I've been up all night crying, fighting just to make it. So no more trying to be patient. Fact is, I was laying flat on my back on that hospital bed mattress. I was flatlining, but you were silent. I was dying, but it wasn't like dying in the Matrix or a scene from Final Destination. God, you a bull-faced liar. I knew that you been lying in my face, man. You made it look easy. Did your boy greasy. Said you never leave me. Tease me. Just like one of my ex-feces. So your word to me right now is worth nothing but a crock of feces. And I can care less if it sounds disrespectful. If you ask me, Dad, you've been neglectful. You can see that I've been in a hole so deep. Up late, no sleep. Can't smile, broke teeth. Climbing the rocky side of a mountain with no peak. I graduated from one of the top schools in America. But now I'm only getting harassing phone calls from creditors. So this is what you plan for me? I feel like you abandoned me. I've been living my life right, but getting no results. That's the definition of insanity. So you can save that grace talk. The same with that faith walk. I'm driving now, fast and furious with the brakes off. Fact is, I don't believe you exist. These people tell me you're all about love, but love doesn't feel like this unless the relationship is abusive. Are you trying to get us back for that conniving kiss of Judas? Because life doesn't feel like abundance. It feels more like revenge. So I need you to either step aside or step in, because I don't see what you said and it hurts. And you can't put a cast on broken promises. That's why the healing process takes so much time. You know what? Even my landlord gets to exercise more lordship than you. And when the rent's due, he even gives me a grace period for payment. But he doesn't accept payment. So I can pray all I want, but I still need to pay it. And the fact is, I'm broke. So tell me, what do you do when every week your money competes with your self-esteem to see who's lowest? And no matter who wins, I still lose. What do you do when you're stuck between a rock and a Rottweiler? When the facts of life are stacked against you like Jenga, but it's not a game. Yet the wrong move can cause everything you built to come crashing down in front of you. What do you do? Answer me.
And I don't want to hear anything spiritual, because the fact is, I see what I see. Nothing else makes sense to me. And since this world revolves around evidence, I need you to show me. I need you to show me.
Fast and Furious with the great song.
Nevertheless, I need you to show me.
Driving Fast and Furious with the great song.
Nevertheless, what do
I am the Lord thy God.
I am the Lord thy God.
I am the Lord thy God, and I change not.
I am the Lord thy God, and I change not.
I am the Lord thy God, and I change not. Creating you from your end to your beginning, from your good times back to all your sinning.
And don't you complain to me about sacrifice. You're not the only one who's given.
Jesus died for a living. I gave my only son so you can rise in the morning. So while you're stretching and yawning, remember they stretched them and harmed them, you owe me. Show you, show me.
But I even sowed seeds, hoping for trees of prosperity.
Hoping, where's your belief? It should have been in me. You should be seeking me. And my will for your life is not a leaf or a tree, but an Eden. So fix what you believe in. Your faith is so important, and it starts with what you're speaking.
But the fact is, I'm broke.
What you say is what you get. You're trying to repair your credit, but it's really your mouth that needs to be fixed.
From finances to feeling sick, son, the vaccine is in your voice. You have a choice in what you say. So don't say what you see. If you don't see dinner, still know that you will eat.
Because I am a real father. I would never leave my kid. You messed up
And moved out.
And gave up.
And you hid, but I've been calling you home. You've been doing it all wrong. See, your burdens, they feel so heavy because you've been carrying them on your own.
But I was flatlining and you were silent.
No, that was the old you dying. I was there with you still. You weren't flatlining. I was realigning your life with my will.
How could a creator so perfect put me through something so worthless?
You said you read the verses, but you read them like a menu. You can repeat what they say, but are they really in you? No matter what you guys have been through, the truth is,
You've been through.
and I have never forsaken you.
I am still God. And your faith is still the bridge.
And your final destination is what my word says it is.
Your final destination is what my word says it is.
Your final destination is what my word says it is.
Listen, know it, believe it, speak it. Listen, know it, believe it, speak it, listen, know it, believe it, speak it. Thank you for sharing this time. The name of this poem is I Accept Your Love, and I think it's my favorite poem of the whole time. You ready?
They murdered my son!
This is not a poem. It's a funeral. So bow your heads and close your eyes and let's have a moment of silence.
They murdered my son!
Dragging him into an arena filled with vampires thirsty for his blood, forced before the masses like a pearl before swine to be devoured for a crime that no one could name.
He wore autumn-colored chains, stained with the blood of men who will never make it out alive.
This man is about to die for you.
Six punches and kicks flew like machine gun cases.
And his face was just target practice.
But don't aim.
Just hit something. Just break something. We want to hear something crack.
The crack of each whip was a full clip whose contents tore through his chest, arms, and back like the fangs of the dogs that held them.
Flesh hung from him like disfigured ornaments. He was God's gift to me, but you were unwrapping him all wrong. You're murdering my son!
His wounds cut deep. Some even to the bone. His insides were now exposed like secrets. He smelled like secretions of urine and feces because there are no bathroom breaks before crucifixion.
They beat him beyond recognition. I've never seen so many colors on bruised skin, enough to make me question the beauty of rainbows.
They spit in his face, forcefully placed a crown of thorns on his head that dug inside, so deep inside, I bet they could see you on his mind.
His eyes, cemented shut from the mixture of blood and pus, like the fingers of old lovers holding hands.
But his hands embraced the cross. Carrying the weight of sin you still commit, even though you know he did this for you.
Nails as long and unbearable as this beating were driven through his hands and feet. His assignment was almost complete.
I let them spit in my face for you. Carry this cross heavy weight for you.
No sin is too big.
Let them put nails in my veins for you.
Your past doesn't matter.
I would do anything for you. See, I would go through all this pain, yeah. Let a crown of thorns pierce my brain. You see, I died 'cause I love you.
And I still do.
Jesus is my name. Hallelujah. You have won the victory.
When angels sing, their vocal cords create complex harmonies. Like Adele and India always singing for God's glory. So imagine what heaven must have sounded like when the clouds announced that Christ was on his way home. It must have sounded like
Death could not hold you down. No, you are the risen King, yes. Seated in majesty.
if diamonds could sing, they would sound like this.
Oh, yeah. You are the risen King.
If diamonds could sing, they would sound like this. It defined for the rest of time what a joyful noise truly is. Lightning stretched across the sky like strings along an electric guitar. Thunder produced the up-tempo. Winds, oh, those winds blew like Louisiana trumpets. This was feel-good music.
Like earth, wind, and fire. The earth, wind, and fire sang praises. Heaven gave a standing ovation. Mountains, they kneeled. Stars showed their faces in the daytime. Time stood still.
Even death was impressed. Oceans found something deeper than themselves in this moment. The atonement was complete.
The Holy Trinity was back together again, like the 5 heartbeats or the Jackson 5, or like the one they once were before this all began.
Jesus Christ had risen. Lily of the valley rose without a thorn. Get it? No, well, even if you didn't, that's okay. See, neither did his disciples. But just like you, they had heard this message and they didn't know if it was true, but now the proof was in his resurrection.
And that canceled all misconceptions of who he really was or why he had come. This man was truly God's son, and he rose with all power in his hands, and the holes in his palm were like looking through a kaleidoscope, because people of all color would be saved by his blood. And no matter what you are going through, you have access to this love.
Because this love is different.
This love makes a difference.
It's offered to you freely and it comes with no conditions.
There's unlimited forgiveness because he knows that you'll make mistakes. He's not asking you to pay it back because he knows that you can never pay.
So the pressure's off. He paid the cost. He's just asking you to accept the gift. I mean, what are you holding on to that won't allow you to grab a hold of this?
Whatever it is, you will never be fulfilled. There will always be a missing piece. There is no love like this. Get to know love like this. It's a better life, I guarantee.
No sin is too big.
Your past doesn't matter.
He sacrificed his blood. So whenever you're tired of, whatever you're tired of, simply tell him,
I accept your love.
Say it now.
I accept your love.
He's listening.
Jesus, I accept your
On your
love.
ride home,
I accept your
at
love.
work or at school, and whatever you're tired of, simply tell him,
I accept
your love.